Now, the Supreme Court on Tuesday upheld its November 2025 directive ordering the removal of stray dogs from public institutions and high-footfall public spaces, refusing to dilute or modify the ruling despite multiple pleas. The court ruled that if need be, the state should not hesitate from euthanizing stray dogs that are deemed rabid and incurable. A bench of Justice Vikram Nath, Justice Sandeep Mehta and Justice N.V. Ajarya observed that the judiciary could not ignore the realities faced by vulnerable sections in public spaces. The court's remarks, including its reference to a survival of the fittest situation, underscored the concern over the state's responsibility to protect its citizens. Sambhav Sharma is joining me with more details. Sambhav, that's of course a very important ruling coming out. What more can you tell us?
Well, absolutely. Here, the three-judge bench of the Supreme Court has passed certain directions today, upholding its earlier judgment, November 7th judgment. And the important points raised by the top court are that the Supreme Court said stray dogs shall be picked up from all districts, sterilized, vaccinated, and released back at the same location. And also the stray dogs picked up from hospitals, bus stands, schools and other public places must not be released back to the same areas after sterilization or vaccination, and dogs affiliated with rabies and aggressive dogs shall not be released. And the Supreme Court said that rather it prohibits feeding of stray dogs on the streets and public places, and feeding of stray dogs to be allowed only in designated feeding zones. Every municipal ward to create designated feeding space. And the Supreme Court allowed authorities to carry out euthanasia of the rabid and dangerous dogs to curb the threat to human life. Supreme Court and further three-judge bench has also dealt with accountability and torture, in a way liability, in context of the street dog management. And the Supreme Court has said that this menace has reached alarming proportion across the country, the stray dog menace, and the situation has come for immediate intervention by this court, as in the Supreme Court. International travel, the Supreme Court three-judge bench has further said that international travelers have also fallen victim to dog attacks. Elderly people and children are worst affected. And also, right to dignity includes right to move freely without fear. And remember, when the hearing was going on in the Supreme Court, Solicitor General Tushar Mehta has also raised the point of the fear among children and elderly going out because of the dog bite. And here, Supreme Court has taken care of the concern, warning that any non-compliance of its direction will be viewed seriously, and also says that all officers involved in the implementation of the court's direction shall be given full protection. And also no FIR or coercive action should be initiated against the municipal and state officials acting bona fide to implement the court's order. So a detailed order by the Supreme Court as to how this particular certain directions to be implemented at ground zero. Here the Supreme Court has put forth a detailed, in a way, judgment. The three-judge bench has passed this judgment today, and also the chief secretaries and the union territories, the officials, they are directed to file compliance report before their jurisdictional high court by August 7th, and union government also directed to comply, and all these consolidated compliance reports from different states and union territories to be placed before Supreme Court in the month of November.